What's going on, guys? So today's video is an update to my, well, you can see the box here, non-lethal toys. Now, maybe this isn't accurate. These aren't really toys. They are non-lethal weapons. So I just want to do a, random 5,000 day update, because that's normal. It's been exactly 5,000 days since my first video on my non-lethal weapon collection. So you can see I still have the stuff packed up from my move, and we're gonna go ahead and unbox it here, right? The only thing that's not in here that I got since packing everything was, of course, that little, what is it, expandable rod thing. You know what I'm talking about? This guy that I made the video on. The rolled, like a metal tube, whatever. So you just pop the pin and you get the magic wand. So yeah. This will poke your eye out, so I'm going to put it back in the box. But technically that is a non-lethal weapon. I mean, I suppose anything could be a non-lethal weapon. It could literally be anything. You can have a spoon, and that's, you could probably hurt someone pretty good with a spoon. You can, gouge their eyeball out, shove it up their nose, probably break some teeth, which seems super nasty, but you wouldn't really consider it a weapon, right? But anything you use to hurt someone else is inherently a weapon by, definition. These are things that are designed to be weapons, so let me clear that up. And let me also clear up the fact that even a non-lethal weapon, when used in excess or in certain ways, could actually become lethal, right? So just keep that in mind. So anyway, that's the first one. Let's go ahead and open the box here, and I'll just kind of take everything out and show it. Now obviously there's going to be some repeat offenders from the first video because I still have this stuff, but maybe we'll see some interesting new stuff that you haven't seen before. I don't know. We're going to find out in a minute here. This is a new tack knife HEF that I got, which I'm absolutely loving. Been using a lot lately. D2. But that is not considered non-lethal, really. Knives are very much lethal weapons, even though you could use it in a non-lethal manner. So let's see, what do we have here? Alright, so I'm just going to start dipping in and showing everything in the box. We'll make a little pile off to the side. So, I have two tasers here, which of course are non-lethal weapons, right? I have one that looks like an old phone that definitely wouldn't, it's outdated now. This wouldn't trick anyone if you had this thing. But obviously, there's your contact point there. There is a little bit of a safety. I don't have batteries in these. I don't store them with batteries, but that's how you would activate it. All right, you put your 9-volt in the back, which I do have 9 volts in here. And here's another one, which is very clearly a stun gun. I think I said taser before. These are stun guns. But same deal. All right, you have your safety switch on the side. Maybe I have battery here? No, just some residual power, I suppose. Oh, this one gets charged, that's why. And that's what that cable is in there. So yeah, two little handheld self-defense items. Ah, who cares? I'll pop that in there later. It's a little hard to get in the sheath. Alright, put that off to the side. Also, I have this guy. I got this thing years and years ago. So what is this, right? This are the little spikes, and these things are like ridiculously sharp. I can't really paint that picture to you, but these things are very, very pointy. Easily grabs your skin. But there's a slot here, so you're supposed to put your shoelaces through this, and this rests right by the tongue of your shoes. So the point is that if you were to kick someone, you'd have these little points. So you have all the force of the kick, but then you'd have these going into their, whatever you're kicking, I suppose. So just completely random, but that's non-lethal self-defense. Here's one of the coolest items I have in here. These are some SAP gloves. These are very old school, kind of biker gloves, and these have lead sewn in the knuckles there. Alright, so I mean, no joke though. These are definitely not something you mess around with. You'd only hit someone if they were truly intending you harm. Let's see what else I need. A big old police baton. Alright, Smith & Wesson maybe? Trade. Alright. So a Schrade baton, expandable baton. I don't know the length on this, maybe 26, 28 inches, something like that. Let me off the camera here. Kind of pop that open. So you can see it's a 3-piece long baton. It has a nice, you know, 2-handle grip there if you want to, you know, pretend to play some baseball or something. It certainly get the job done. Hold on a second. So there you go. Very effective with a nice straight sheath for it as well. Alright. Bags and bags full of stuff. Let me dip down here. Grab this other baton, which I think is a different version. No, this one's Smith & Wesson. Alright, interesting grip pattern here. Same thing, it's a big old like 28-inch or whatever it is. Alright. So you get 2 hands on there. A nice sheath, definitely holds that very securely. It's the 2 big old batons. Alright, let's zip into this bag. I want to cut the contents. Gotta be careful here. And let's see what we got. Jeez. Looks like an evidence bag or something, right? So more batons. What is this one? No name. It's obviously a shorter grip here. Alright. So we have a shorter baton. Alright. Also another one with a pocket clip. Same deal. One of my favorites is a spring baton, but alright. We got another baton. This one just happens to have the sheath on it. This is nice because you can get this, you know, around your hands here. Alright. And same deal. I just want to swing that out. Alright. I'm gonna have to hit this on the ground now. There we go. Alright. So sometimes when you really throw these out with force, that's the whole point. They're supposed to stick out and be stiff, but I'm trying not to do that because they're harder to close. I'm just trying to give you an idea what it looks like. So there's a sweet spot opening it without opening it too hard. Alright, here is actually an ice pick, technically. Right, quick draw self-defense. I actually have a second one, and believe it or not, I keep it in the drawer and I literally use it as an ice pick. So when the ice, the ice box gets clumped together, just break it up. This has the pocket clip kind of built into it. Alright, so with this band, this pinches on your pocket material or inside your waistband. It's got the big loop on it, so you just pull it out, and there you go. So that'll certainly get someone off you. Then we have the spike, which is also, this is an automatic pick. Alright, so works in the same fashion, it's just to break up some ice, of course. Of course, that's all it's for. And then you can retract it, but you need to retract it off of something. So I'm going to use this plastic here. That will reset it once I get it all the way flat. There we go. And you can rotate the clip, so it's a little safer. You don't accidentally hit the button. This is very cool. This is a force multiplier. Alright. Very cool. These are super fun and fun, like everyone's using them, but no, they're super common is what I meant to say. I guess they can be fun. Combat Technologies, made in the USA. Lots of rip-offs though. Here's a clear one. Alright, there's tons of, no-name versions of that. That looks like we have a bunch of knuckles. Alright. The 2-finger knuckle, full knuckles, or paperweights, if you will. Alright, so brass with squared knuckles. This is also brass. This one's the real paperweight because we have the nub there. That's what holds the papers down. But you could unscrew that if you don't want that there. There's another version with 2 kind of points. This one I think is aluminum. Pretty nasty stuff though. The ones with the points, that would easily tear skin. Alright, here's an old school. This is actually a practice Kubaton, being plastic, but it works very well. You can definitely still use this. It's very dense plastic. Same thing, this is from Cold Steel. I forget what they called these back in the day. Looks kind of like a sex toy, but you wouldn't want to use that. This is pretty sharp edges here. Even though that part looks, I guess, okay for some people, but yeah, no, this is just supposed to be an impact tool of sorts. It's funny because a lot of this stuff looks like it's some kind of kinky bag of toys, right? Same deal, where we have impact. Now my hand's a little bit too big for this. You really want that sticking out a lot more, but you know, it has the same concept. You can use this to kind of practice if your karambit skills as well too. Then we have an aluminum old, it's painted green. I want to say maybe military at some point, who knows though, but very, very lightweight knuckles. All right, so pretty cool. Then I got some handcuffs in here. This technically is not part of my non-lethal stuff. I just happen to have them in here because I got the old handcuff holder. This is mostly because I have some other police gear, so I just kind of kept it together. That's really it. Handcuffs, I mean, I suppose you can hit someone in the head with them. That would make them non-lethal. But I actually like keeping handcuffs in, you know, my vehicle to restrain someone. You never know, it'd be a weird situation where I would have to go back to my vehicle if I wasn't by it to bring handcuffs to restrain someone. And I'm sure there's a fine line legally there as far as kidnapping or, you know, preventing someone from leaving. You know, there's definitely some fishy situations. That's not really for normal, you know, life. That is for a very unique situation where I have to detain someone, and at that point I do not care if it's illegal or not. Does that make sense? So yeah, you never know. So what else? Oh, I got a big old bag. Let's see, and okay, this is why I have the handcuffs, because of this. So this is matching companies. All right, you can see the logos here. The Busheimer, I forget how to pronounce it. But they make some leatherwork stuff, a lot of stuff in the police station. This one's really cool. This was for the police department. There's PD on here. This has a big lead weight in it. All right, so this was, you know, a sap where, you know, I hit someone in the base of the neck and lights out. The problem is that if you hit someone too hard in the wrong spot, then it's lights out forever. So it's some serious business there, but I thought it just makes an awesome pair for an old school, you know, cop accessories. So it's probably circa maybe 60s, 70s, something like that. All right, so what else we got? Let's see, this bag is empty, just for packing material. We got 2 more fat bags of stuff. All right, let's set the camera down just a little bit. All right, what's in here? All right, here we go. We'll spill it out. Big bag of goodies. Look at that. All right, let's put our garbage off this side. Bear with me a second. Back in the box. Wow. All right, so what do we have here? First, we got more knuckles. You know, but you've seen one, you've seen them all. I mean, there's tons of different styles and stuff, but this is more of a bear paw shape. Very cool. These are, you know, polished nice, so I have them in those baggies to keep them nice and clean, fresh looking. Here's some more. These are very cool. I think these are the iron ones, which is a little bit more rare to find iron knuckles. All right, here's another style, which you can use, you know, forward grip or reverse grip, which is again super nasty, coming to that big old point. I mean, if you really put some pressure on that, I mean, that's going through a whole lot of different stuff. Just a unique design. These are all the same maker, by the way, of these bags. I think I have paperwork in here. Yes, I do. So I'm going to give credit to this person. Yeah, East Coast Knuckles. Really awesome stuff. I have a few of his different pieces. They're all really interesting. And he does custom work too, if you reach out. But anyway, some aluminum knuckles. Very lightweight. All right. What else here? Oh, more knuckles. Same deal. ECK USA. So these obviously have the point, just totally different style. And the round ones. Single knuckle. All right, these are good for like your keys because they're small. Monkey's fist. Monkey's fist, actually with a steel bearing in there, which is no joke. I mean, like I said, people have made a monkey fist for a long time, and it almost seems comical. Like, really, you know, just get yourself a firearm or something, right? Get a big old knife. What are you gonna do with this? You could do some stuff with this. You know what I mean? it is completely legal, as far as I know, to have a bearing or a steel ball inside some paracord pretty much everywhere, right? So I mean, there's a million places you could bring this. Maybe you can't bring something else, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, if you swung this just at the right, I wouldn't rely on this, but I'm saying you just wouldn't want to get smacked with it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Another one of the Guardians. These are the spikes, just some off-brand cheap ones. What else do we have here? We have this little guy. So we just unscrew this, turn it around. This is sold as a reusable toothpick, right? Which definitely would work if you wanted a steel toothpick. But you don't need you don't always need a big old knife, This tiny little spike in the right placement would do the trick, right? What you're looking to accomplish. Interesting. Let's see what else we have here. Another baton. This is my spring baton, right? Old school. So this has the double springs in it, which is a little different. I mean, these flex when you swing them, and it has that whipping effect. It is just gnarly. I can't tell you how much fruit and random trees that I destroyed playing with this thing. Yeah, super cool. Like I said, old school stuff. What else? We have the all plastic knives, right? I think I've shown these in different videos. This one has an entire plastic, even the hardware's plastic, because the hardware is cord that keeps that pocket clip on, so you can put it inside the waistband or something if you wanted to. We have cold steel. I want to say a Delta Dart, maybe. I forget what this is called, but I stabbed a lot of stuff. I actually kind of resharpened this. You can see the plastic there, because it over time stabbing different things. These are meant for one-time usage. That's it. You use it, you're done, or whatever, in and out. You don't just constantly reuse it. So it does deform when you start hitting stuff. I got the donut. I actually thought I traded this. I thought I did years ago when we got the donut community stuff, the EDC. Pretty cool, but they had the donut knuckle, single knuckle. Super lightweight. But yeah, I didn't realize they still had that. More single knuckles. This one, obviously, Star Wars, right? Themed. You have this one. I forget if this was... actually, this one's from Tech Knives, I believe. Pepper spray, right? Saber Red. Good brand. There's a ton of them, though. Definitely non-lethal. Here's a regular Kubaton, a flat style Kubaton you can put your keys on. Right, this would basically just kind of hang out of your pocket, and it's leverage for your keys. It's easy to grab your keys out of your pocket, but it's better than nothing, I'll say that, but depending on who you are. If you're someone who's somewhat sizable, you're probably better just using your fists and your hands and your teeth and all the other stuff you can just naturally do and bring everywhere, because it's part of your body. You don't necessarily need to rely on something like this. These are some of the original things everyone thought were sex toys. This was someone's homemade, so I got these in the late 90s. Same thing, is supposed to be a Kubaton, but basically they're just bearings or, something was screwed on the end and welded here and just, shaped into a steel bar, basically. It's 2024, so this could be like a nose ring now. That would be, grab some attention, which some people like. 9-volt for the stun guns, another Delta spike or whatever. Here's another spike. This one has the metal tip on it. Let's see, the punch. Really called the punch, right? And you can use this in your fist like this too, a little bit of reach, or you can just hold it like this. But interesting. I don't remember where I got stuff like this. Oh, United Cutlery, how about that? United Cutlery, that's old school. Probably the coolest thing they make, right? I mean, I still have love for United, even though a lot of stuff's cheap. Charging cable for something in here. Maybe this. Oh no, this thing is awesome. This thing, I think I did a video on this, but this shoots these darts. Alright, so I'm not going to do this inside, but you load these into here. These have super heavy duty springs. I'm not going to completely load it, but this has a safety on it, safety sleeve. You pull the safety sleeve off, and you push each individual button, and it releases, and I'm telling you, these things shoot out with some force, and they have steel tips. So it's super interesting. It's like made cheap. It almost looks homemade, but they work really, really well. All right, put that off this side. Another plastic knife. Right, super cool. Dig that. We got these Sharpies, aren't actually Sharpies. Some are titanium, I think some are G10 spikes. Alright, which is super cool because it's obviously very covert. Especially if you keep this in an EDC organizer along with actual like pens and stuff. No one would know in a million years. Red and green. Now, originally this was a misorder. I wanted the red in G10 because they have ones with G10 spikes, but they actually look like they're still markers. Like it looks like you can write with it, but they ended up sending on accident the titanium spikes, whatever. All right, more Kubotan sex toys, which are not used as sex toys. They're just Kubotans, but aluminum ones. This thing's super cool. So this has a super sharp spike on the thing. But you can unscrew it, and you can screw it on the side if you wanted to. Let's see, let's try this side. I want to cross thread it. Yeah, man, there we go. Screw this down, so then you have the T. Alright, so now you actually have all that power behind it instead of just, you know, reverse grip or forward grip. So that's a pretty cool piece. That was, again, probably like a Bud K thing years and years ago that I got. Who knows what I paid, 14 bucks, 20 bucks, 10 bucks, who knows. But pretty cool. I like it. Then this, I forget the actual name of this. This is my very first video. But this is that chain whip thing that you spin around and you throw it, and it wraps around someone's feet while they're running away. And it trips them up. Poof. They land on their face probably, which would hurt pretty bad. But, you know, obviously you can just swing it and hit someone in the face as well. So there you go. Not done yet, though. There's more non-lethal goodies. Let's see. Should be the rest of it. Oh, yes. Okay. Ton of stuff. This is a lot of the newer stuff. So here is an actual taser. All right, and here's the cartridge for it. And these are dated. It's almost like food. You got, you know, once they get old, they're not as reliable, so you want to make sure you get new ones. But here's a Taser C2, and so this actually throws the cable, so you can shoot someone at a distance, like you see in all the police videos and stuff. But as a backup, even after it's discharged, you can take the cartridge out and just use it as a stun gun, a hand stun gun, which is nice. So it's a bonus. All right, so that's that with the cartridge again. Here's another handheld Muscle Man, 500,000 volts. All right, this might actually be the first one I ever got too. I still have a brand new Stall Smart. All right, because this could be used for self-defense. Right, if you've seen my video on the Stall Smart. I got this cable whip, which I did a video on not too long ago. Got a couple handcuff keys just because I have handcuffs. Where are we left with here? More pepper spray. Expires 126, so we're still good on this. Quick release chain. This is interesting. I'm not going to give you a demo because I know the batteries are dead. Actually, I'm missing. Oh boy. There's a little safety pin in there. It goes, so you pull the pin. It just sounds an alarm. You know, that's all. It's really good for, you know, anyone who just wants to get attention. Now, in 2024, you can be screaming help, help, help. And no one's going to care, depending on where you are. I'll say that. If you want attention, you might want to yell a different word, you know, like maybe even the N word. Who knows? That would definitely get attention. I'll say that. I'm not recommending you do it in the middle of Friday. It's just for fun. But I'm just saying, if someone is hurting you, you think you're going to die, if you yell for help, a lot of people might hesitate. Someone needs help. I don't want to get hurt. But you drop the N-bomb, you know, everyone's coming over to see what's up. I'm just saying. Just saying. So, then, of course, you guys saw this. This was just badass. I have a whole video on this separately, but this is one of the coolest, you know, all synthetic knives. Then you probably saw the video on this as well. This is a little setup to throw flames, right? With a WD-40 can, with the lighter, so you can hold it in such a way where you can spray through the flame, make a flamethrower. Pretty cool. All right, titanium knuckles. Not sure where I got this from, but it's also a bottle opener. All right, because why not? Everything's a bottle opener, right? And I think this is the last thing. And it is, you guys definitely saw a video on this. Yeah, that's right. I still have this. So this is a Zippo holder, right, which works very well. No fluid in this Zippo. It's been dried up ever since. But we have the knuckle dusters with the spike, which is in fact an arrowhead, right? And this was purposely done, which I found out way later, so it accepts different arrowheads. All right, so if you wanted to, you could put whatever style you want in there. You could put a blade, but I think this is a cool little combo. It looks like a bullet to me. But yeah, just super, super cool. So, you know, you just got your light, mind your business, but always ready to go, just in case. So yeah, there you go. There's a bunch of stuff to hurt people, but not for fun, of course. We wouldn't suggest that ever. This is stuff that might save your life one day. You just never know. But all of it being non-lethal. And that, of course, depends very highly on how it's used. But that's the purpose. These are the legal, non-lethal weapons. At least my collection as of today, 5,000 days after the original video. So what ended up happening was, when I was moving, I packed this up and I thought, like, oh, it'd be cool to do like an update. I have some new stuff since the last video. And I was looking at the calendar because I was wanting to see when the video was first posted. And I realized that it would be exactly 5,000 days soon. So I'm like, I'll just wait. I'll wait for that because that seems like the most odd thing, the most random thing ever. A 5,000 day update. So there you go. 5,000 days ago, I showed this stuff. I was definitely a younger individual. And now I'm a little older and wiser and still just as much of a giant child. I'm a man boy in heart, I should say, because I just think this stuff is cool. That's all. It's just cool. It was cool when I was 13. It was cool when I was 20. It was cool when I was 30. And now I'm almost 40 and it's still cool. You know what I'm saying? When I'm 70 or 80, if I live that long, guess what I'm going to think? That stuff's cool. Because I think it is. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, that's right, another video. What's it going to be? Who knows? You got to wait till tomorrow to find out. Anyway, thanks for your time. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.